I promised the whale rumble, free to play rumble, cage rumble video. The biggest tips and tricks to get free to play over 3,000. This is highly important because you will get a total of 60 perfect lattice shards. And if you know math, that's 1.20 perfect lattice. Now, if you're free to play, it depends on how long you've been playing the game. If you've only been playing for like a month, you probably can't get to this point yet. If you're a spender 1 month in, maybe. But 3 months in, free to play, you should be able to get to this point. You could probably do it in 2 to 2.5, to be honest. Here are the core mechanics of Cage Rumble. For this rotation, each boss has a specific mechanic you can bend to your favor. In this current combination of Jacques, Sharon, and Shadowflame Hoan, for one boss there's weakness break. For every debuff inflicted, the damage is increased by 20% up to 100. So if you can keep 5 debuffs on the boss the whole time, you're gonna do more damage. For the second boss, which is Sharon, Aura of Triumph, for every buff you have, you need 5 buffs total overall all the time to get to 100%. Third boss, which is Shadowflame Hoan, position swap. Every time Hoan takes a turn, he gets 12 stacks of Guardian Field, and when he loses all of his stacks, Shadowflame Hoan is she. Anyway, 2025. When all stacks are gone, the defense becomes exposed, increasing the damage taken by 100%. So when looking at the map here, the left boss, you need debuffs. The middle boss, you need buffs. The third boss, you need multi-hits and to keep him from taking turns. Hoan is by far the easiest boss you can do. And really everyone can do this boss. Everyone should have Claws by now because of the event. You can use 2 R units in Vice and Kachi. Kazami just needs a 3rd skill maxed. And then you have your damage dealer, whether it's an SSR, whether it's Didding, Lily, Lithium, whatever. What this team does is literally makes Hoan hardly ever take a turn. So you will be doing 100% damage all the time. Kachi refreshing Didding cooldowns and giving 100% turn meter. Kazami also resetting cooldowns. Didding will be using his ultimate non-stop. Kachi AoE stun for the adds and 100% turn meter decrease, along with Vice's turn meter back and Klaus's second skill turn meter back. Klaus with the AoE slow, defense down, and hacking progress. This team by far is your best bet. Stack all your best modules, shells on these 5 and get high scores. The good thing about Cage Rumble is that it's not like Inferno, Thresholds, or Grim Pursuit, where the opposite element takes 200% more damage or whatever the case may be. You can bring in opposite elements. Ling Lu and Kachi the Guard, them 2 alone, they will give you the 5 buffs you need to completely do 100% damage all the time. I personally run a defensive team up there because of all the damage and the dots. You also need an AoE strip, which is why I bring Holden. Ling Lao alone will heal your team and apply tons of buffs, especially if her S1, skill 1, is fully maxed. Now this current rotation, Jacques or whatever, he's by far the hardest boss right now. And depending on your lattice investment in Animus, I highly suggest to not really focus too hard on Jacques. And also turn meter decrease is huge on Jacques too, and you're probably using most of your good Animus who do turn meter decrease on Hoan. But I'm gonna show you my team here, like with Jacques. I don't even have like skill ups in Dina. I don't have skill ups in Heinrich. I don't have skill ups in Freya. I don't have skill ups in Fukayu. The only skill ups I have on this team is actually Fangus, and Fangus is built as a crit rate, crit damage build. I probably have like 30-40% accuracy because all I care about really is making sure he has 5 debuffs on the enemy and that he does a lot of counterattack, whether that's battle will, whatever you want to build Fangus. If you have Batsby built, I would highly recommend bringing in Batsby as your damage dealer here. My Sharon team, I always have 5 buffs between Kachi the Guard, Ling, Beyontin, and actually Rahu. I get shields from Artisan. I just always have 5 buffs. I'm always having max damage because of the mechanic. I have the AoE strip from Holden. I have counters from Holden. And then I have Rahu with the Wrath stacks, assist attacking because of his passive. And I'm gonna move over here. Whee! 3 minutes 15 seconds in, and I'm already almost to 1,000 on Shadow Flame Hoan. This is the ultimate team right here. This literally, like, as long as like they don't take a turn, like you're doing max damage over and over and resetting Didding's ultimate over and over because of Kachi, because of Kazami. So Hoan just took a turn. He has 12 stacks. We got Kachi with the AoE stun here. Both ads are stunned, turn meter decrease, and then we move back over here. But the good thing is I have Vice on my team who, when we do take damage, he heals them back up. But if you build this team fast, if you build Kloss, Vice, Kachi the Guard, and Kazami fast, you'll get the speed buff from Kazami and they will just vroom vroom, constantly decreasing the enemy's turn meter. And just to show you, we're at 1,284. I'm already at 3,000 almost, and I still have 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. You don't need to spread your resources out in Cage Rumble. I highly suggest only really focusing in on one boss, second team being really strong too, but just average, and the third team you don't really need to focus on unless you have the right Animus. You know, a lot of things actually do require some RNG, like for example, if you use like a 12 set of Time Weave, and sometimes it resets the cooldown, sometimes it doesn't, right? I have a 12 set on Kazami, so really it depends on how often she resets my whole team as well. But as you see, there's 25 seconds left. The first team is dead. Like they're dead, right? And that's because of this stack, Sky Ruler. Each stack increases own speed by 6%. So every time Jacques takes a turn, he gets a speed buff. So that's why you need turn meter you just need a lot for that boss. And it's just better to just focus on Hoan and Sharon and get it done. 3,422 free to play. That's it for today's video. I just want to point out that Champions Call, like that's my thing, man. I'm 6 for 6 and I might go 7 for 7. I don't know what the big fuss about this event is. This event gives me so many crystals because all I do is read. Like I know how teams work. I know how modules work. I know how shells work. If you guys really want me to do a video on Champions Call, I will do that on the next rotation. But it's really about reading the speed, reading the shells, and reading the modules. Now, in order to go 7 and 7, I predicted 13th High School to win it all. If you end up liking this video, make sure to hit that sub button, hit the like button, hit that bell dingy thing so you know when I post a video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.